All right, now let's make this saddle part here. So first of all, let's make a new layer, and let's change the name. And for this one, let's use primitives and this shape. Move that up and scale and squeeze. Bring our reference image and let's roughly place that and hit apply. All right, now let's use the voxel height, E key, and lasso selection. Let me hide this part and this part. And maybe in front view, let's change that. I can't see what's happening here, so I'm guessing. Right now, let's enable this symmetry and I go to top view. First of all, disable the reference image and let's see what's happening. No, that's not good. Let's just remove chunk by chunk. Yeah, that might work. All right, let's just keep the layer and maybe girl, but check that the ghost option to make it ghost. Right now with the scrap, shape the mesh just like that. If you changed your mind, just switch to voxel height and hold Control and bring back the mesh. But in this situation, let's go to the scenario, let's go to the geometry and delete the hidden. And let's use extrude. Change some parts, maybe up here. Switch back to scrap and after that extrude. Right, not bad. Let's change the shader as well. Let's bring back everything else. Maybe it's a little bit too long. It's pushing inside the horse neck, so let me switch to move brush. And move that. Do I still have the hidden parts or not? Oh, I don't have that. By the shader, the projection, it's acting weirdly, so nothing to worry. Goes the horse and also the base. Let's hide the base and change the shape a little bit. Also, let's hide with voxel hide this place, this part that pushed inside the horse. All right, it's good. All right, let's change the silhouette of the saddle a little bit. So let me bring the concept back. Select the layer and space, move tool. Move that a little bit to match the concept. So something like this. And also I added a saddle here to the concepts for reference image to have a better understanding about the shape. So now let's hide the girl. This part is starting from here all the way to the end here. All right, so how do we make that? Let me alt click on the eyeball, and for now let's hide the reference image. All right, let me select the grow brush, and it's acting as extrude brush, as you can see, something like this. Our mesh is a little bit too low poly, so it's 1x. It's in 1x subdivision, so let's hit the resample or sample plus to make it 3. Now if I sculpt, as you can see, it's making better shapes. So let me add some of these bumps. And if you wanted to carve in, just hold Control. Right, now let's bring back the concept. All right. To make it this parts, you have mainly two options, or two main options. One of them would be with a plan or a cylinder, and let me show you first. If I make another layer, I'm selecting the base because that has 1x subdivision, so I'm not duplicating this one or making a new layer based on 3 subdivisions. So this is a new layer, space, and primitive. Okay, let me bring the primitive here. If I switch to cylinder and make it a little bit bigger. Now if I hit apply, I can add that to the scene. Then with a smaller and more scaled from need to make it bigger first, then move it down a little bit. Now scale down in this part, in the side. Alright, now if I make it a little bit taller, then change this one to subtract. Now if I hit apply and switch to another brush, as you can see, I made something a little bit like this. Now you can go and grab your move brush and change that silhouette a little bit. Alright, that's one way. Let me delete that layer and go back to the saddle. Another way to make that kind of effect is to use the pose tool. Alright, in this scenario, I'm gonna change the mode to paint because I wanted to paint the selection area. So I'm gonna select this one, this part. So as I said before, it's starting from here. So let's make the brush a little bit smaller. Then make something like this. It's selected in both sides. Alright, now we hide the reference. Right, you can actually change the gizmo by selecting this option or check this box, move only gizmo, or in a simpler way, just hold shift and move the gizmo. Or reset axis. Shift, move down, and now if I select this arrow and pull it out, as you can see, I'm making something like this. Now I can rotate, push it down, down, rotate again. Hold shift, move the brush. Right, now let's bring back the concept. Needs to go like so, and also you have control over the scale as well, so let's scale it up. Move down. All right, a little bit something like this. Now, let me bring back the horse. Now let's push that out and rotate. All right, now let's clear selection and switch to fill brush. Now let's fill the areas that doesn't have enough voxel. Let me disable the study destroy or lazy mouse to extract more freely. Little bit of smoothing. And fill again. So a little bit down here. So now let me go to the reference and with the help of, where is it, voxel hide, E key, select the lasso, where is it? Well, I'm not saying the lasso. Oh, I mean feeling still, so let me switch to voxel, E, lasso, and let's select this part, hide it out, and also this part. Not bad. You see the horse? It's not that thick, so let me switch to scrap tool and scrap that down a little bit of smoothing at the edge, not that much. It's too thin, so first of all, with the grow, less power, First of all, make it a little bit thicker. Then with this scrub, make it flat. And also get rid of the excess bumps. Just like that. Now with the move tool, we push the back, the bigger brush, push that in. Again, the reference image, and oh, I cut a little bit to on this grab. And let me bring back the girl. Compare that to the leg. The leg needs to be out. So with the pose tool, select the girl's leg or girl's layer, select the pose, and this time let's go back to line, select from here to here. Nah, that's not good. From here to here, I guess. Yeah. And reset axis, shift, move the gizmo, and now I can rotate the girl leg. Make it a little bit wider. And compare that to reference and maybe push it down. Yeah, something like this. Clear selection. And let's check the whole thing. Not bad at all. Right, let's go back to our PREF file. Maybe moving this part down here a little bit up. It's not a bad idea. So switch back to move. Or maybe let's cut that again. So open up this and change the opacity. So let me move it out so we can cut that again. So with the voxel height and the E panel, select the lasso. So somewhere around here, all the the way to here. Yeah, that's better. So don't forget to go to geometry and delete the hidden parts. Let me need to switch to another brush with soft glaze, maybe. With the shift, just tap to make it smoother. All right. Let me bring back everything. Have a better look. Not bad. All right, that's the base mesh for the saddle. And the next part, let's go and make the base mesh for the girl's dress. All right, see you in the next part.